Sawadee Krap and welcome to another Thailand Tuesday. Sawadee Krap and welcome to another Thailand Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I'm in Thailand. That's what you get. So welcome, and you can already, if you're watching this, you can already see how I'm sitting here. If you're not watching this, let me know how I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here in front of my microphone, having like one arm, one sleeve up, because I want to show my biceps training that it works. No, since the gyms are closed, there's not much biceps training anymore. No, I'm showing off my vaccination mark. Basically, I should try if the magnet sticks on there. Someone get me a magnet. Now that I showed it and that I talked about it, I can roll down my sleeve again. So vaccination time today. So obviously then that's what I'm going to talk about before I go back into history mode and talk about all the things that happened to me over the last decade here in Thailand and so on. So just some current events. COVID vaccination this morning. So I'm in a bit of a different situation than other expats, I believe. Even so, today the overall vaccination rollout started, and it's a bit of a chaos here, to no surprise. But then again, once you're in there, it's well organized. But let me explain. So first I'm going to explain what happened to me. I'm going to explain like how my friends are dealing with it and what are they doing right now. And then you can make up your own opinion probably and can ask questions if you have them. So for me, I received an email like last week at some point from the staff at my university saying, hey, so the Social Security office said, hey, university staff should be vaccinated. There will be vaccination supplied for university staff. Do you want it? It's going to be AstraZeneca vaccine. So then I said, yeah, okay, sure. They sent me a link where I had to fill in my information and so on, register basically. I registered there. I got a confirmation email saying again, okay, it's going to be next Monday, today. Now you know that I record on Monday and just upload on Tuesday. So it's going to be on Monday, which is then today. So be ready there, bring these documents, fill out a form, bring this then. So okay, all said and done. Got the confirmation. They said the appointment is going to be between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. Just be there at this time. Okay, so then I went there. I met a colleague on the way there. Where we went there together, showed our documents, had to kind of like check in. Our names got checked there in the system that we really work at the university there. Once that happened, then they took us into the main waiting area where it happened. Bit confusing for a few minutes because no one in there was speaking English, and our respective Thai skills, while I guess okay in normal life, when it comes to like medical questions and like, hey, excuse me, I have this document here. Where am I going to go now? What's happening next? Maybe it's not that great. So luckily then one staff member was like, hey, I can help you guys. And then she explained to us that there's another form that we should have to fill out. But it's all in Thai again. And again, while talking and speaking is okay, reading is a completely different level, especially if it's like stuff like this. So then she helped us to fill out this Thai form again with all our details. And then she just said, okay, sit here for a while. I'm going to get you once they're ready. And then just 5 minutes later, she got me, and then my colleague followed shortly thereafter. She got me, let me into like a big auditorium where it all happened. Then they checked my weight. Way too heavy right now, 83 kilos. I'm 180 tall, so 83 kilos. Got to work on this. More biceps training, of course, the easy way out. Okay, so then I had to go on a scale. They weighed me. I sat there for a second in just a waiting area in the auditorium. Then next station is you wait up on stage. They had like several stations set up on stage. Wait there for a second, and then once the spot is free, you go to one of the nurses. That had like 5 desks, like nursing staff there. Then I went there. Within the next 2 minutes or so, 3 minutes that I waited, I went there. Then they checked my blood pressure. They checked again all my documents that I had. Asked me if I have any underlying diseases. And again, even though I had to fill it out before, of course, but just double checking, all good. I said, okay, all good. You can go to the next step. Like all big numbers everywhere. So go to step number 1, step 2, step 3. Really easy, really well organized in this case. So I went to step number 4 then, which was waiting for the vaccination. So I was sitting there waiting. Then again, maybe 5 minutes later, staff member said, "Okay, ready. You can go inside, see the people that administered the vaccination." Then I sat there, quick chat for like a minute or so. Again, checking the documents, adding everything that they have to add, and then I got the jab and got the QR code, which then also indicates that now my data is in the system, and they can basically send me an SMS update as to when I have to get the second jab. Okay, that's it. Then I had to go back into a waiting area where you had to wait for 30 minutes to see if any immediate side effects would happen. Nothing happened. Nothing happened to anyone around me as well. And then you were free to go to the next step, last step number 6, and big number 6 in there, where you then could fill out a form, like basically an evaluation form, like how was everything, how did you like the process, and so on, everything okay. Or you get a follow-up appointment, but since I already had that sticker with like the tracking QR code, I was free to just go right away. And that was it. So in and out, including the 30 minutes waiting observation for side effects, less than an hour. Yeah, or let's say like an hour. So that was really well done. And in the beginning, it was a bit confusing with like a new document in Passathai that we couldn't really understand, and we didn't know what to do. But since then this one staff member came and helped all of us helpless foreigners here, the rest was really super smooth. Everyone was super nice, super polite, well organized, really fast. Nothing to complain about. So fantastic job. I'm very happy with this. I expected the worst. Like if you know my previous updates on like visa stuff and so on, which always takes forever. So I expected worse. This was perfectly organized, very well done, very happy with this. All right, so this was my situation, and I was lucky in this case because I work for a university, and then the university staff was offered those vaccines, and so they also offered it to the foreigners working there, of course. Now, if you don't work in any of those areas, I believe if you work in something else, maybe in a normal corporate job, and your company doesn't get vaccine for you. I heard that some companies also organize vaccination events for their staff. If they don't do it, if you want to do it like the normal way, then you have to register online. And apparently the registration online is a bit difficult right now, because in the beginning it was for Thai only, which of course sparked a bit outrage amongst foreigners, but we use this when you live in Thailand, it's always Thais first. But then they set up like different hospitals said, okay, you foreigners can register here too. Then last week came an update from those hospitals saying, hey, sorry, foreigners, now all the vaccination quota belongs to the government and they're going to assign it the way they see fit, so we can't really offer you things anymore. Now then again, another website is up, like, I know, intervaccination.com or something like this, where then foreigners can register. But then it says for 60 years and older only, or if you have any underlying diseases and you're really in the need for the vaccine. Then again, on social media right now, there are lots of posts of foreigners who already got the vaccine and who seem not to necessarily be like that. Also, maybe they managed to register before they took it down, like a few weeks ago, I guess. And that's why they got a number and could go there. Or I don't really know. So that's rather confusing. I just talked with a few other foreign friends who are like my age, and they said their companies told them that registration is opening soon, but not yet. And if you're waiting for Pfizer or Moderna, then the registrations at private hospitals, not the government, private hospitals say the registrations will open in August. And the availability is probably around October. That's for Pfizer and Moderna. But this is just a guess by private hospitals. That's not set in stone. So this can always change. So right now, the vaccines in Thailand officially offered are AstraZeneca and Sinovac, if I'm not mistaken. Or please double check. And I think some of the private hospitals where you could sign up via the link, they let you choose like which vaccine do you want and at which hospitals do you want it. But then again, the site then was closed and then it's there again and it says for 60 years and older or underlying diseases. So it changes a lot. So what I'm saying is, if you are a foreigner in Thailand and you're looking for the vaccine, do your research right now by yourself. I'm very sorry. It's a bit chaotic there. However, once you're actually at the vaccination site, things seem to be nicely organized. I've seen a few Thai friends also getting vaccinated today because the big rollout is happening today, and they all report similar experiences to mine, that it was rather straightforward, rather nicely organized. Now, I'm not sure if this happens everywhere the same, because I've also seen big tents on like parking lots of shopping malls and so on, or like supermarkets, and it seemed really crowded there. But just from my experience and from the experience of some of my Thai friends, it seems to be all rather okayish. Okay, so that's like the experience right now. Yeah, the follow-up appointment, I'm waiting for the SMS then, and I'm gonna let you know. Side effects so far, let me check the time. 7 hours after getting the vaccine, my arm was sore right after the vaccine for 30 minutes or so. Other than that, I didn't feel anything yet. I checked with like reports on and so on. They say you might feel it after the second shot. Most people don't report any side effects after the first shot. So, all right, let's see. I'm told not to do any sports today. Okay, no sports, but apparently I can do it again tomorrow. So I'm going to start exercising again tomorrow and then report back how things are going to play out. All right, I think that's where I leave it for this Thailand Tuesday, because that's the vaccine topic right now. Other than that, I don't want to jump into a different topic right now and then just talk for 5 minutes about a different topic and then just cut it off there. So then this is the vaccination update this week. Then next week, at the next Thailand Tuesday, I will go back into culture in Thailand and work experiences in Thailand, maybe even travel and life experiences in Thailand if you want to. Until then, again, let me know if there are any questions. Right? I'm getting a few questions via Facebook, you stalkers, which I will address in the next podcast and as well. So if there's anything in particular that you want to know, let me know via social media, because that's what you like. Comments or maybe even email. That's funkitpod@gmail.com. Until then, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Sorry, Kat.